Hi, I'm Adam, and showers can be one of the nastiest places in your house, especially if it's been neglected. So I'm going to show you how to take out the old caulk and put in some new caulk. And let's take a look at what we got here. This shower's not that bad. I've done it a few times already, but as you can see here, it starts to peel away. And then after a while you get this black mold that's actually part of the caulk. It doesn't really even clean off. If you look under here, the mold is actually underneath it. So this stuff separates after a while and you got to scrape it out. All right, here are the tools that you're going to need to do this. We have silicone. You want 100% silicone. I got white. It comes in clear, beige, almond. Even though this is off-white, white's still the closest. If I go darker, I just notice all the seams, and so white's good even if you have off-white, unless yours is really dark. And don't get tricked into getting painter's acrylic caulk or all-purpose caulk. Even it might say with silicone, you want 100% silicone, and I would recommend getting white. And I found this at Walmart in the bread section. Somebody must have put it on the shelf there yesterday. Anyway, that's a caulk remover. We'll try that, see if it works out and if it's worth buying. Normally I just use a razor blade to get it out. You need a caulking gun. These are really cheap. And a rag to wipe it down. And you need a $25 Olive Garden gift card. And when you're done, you can send it to me. Just kidding. You need, well, actually, you could send it to me if you really wanted to. You need to use it to, if you're not going to use your finger, you can put this in the corner. You'll see that. And that's the mystery, what do they call it? Show and tell that I'll show you later. I found that. That's really fun. It has nothing to do with this video, but I thought it was hilarious. So that's a little teaser to get you to watch the end of the video. Anyway, easily removes old caulk, won't scratch. Now that's pretty good because, you know, you can cut and scratch with the razor blade, but it's not that hard to knot. But let's see. Anyway, directions, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's give it a try. Okay, so is this tool worth it? It's okay. You can run it around the shower pretty quick, and it's not that bad, but it's not great. And I can see already that these little edges are wearing down. So this is not going to really last that long. For $1 or $2, maybe it's worth it. But don't plan on it lasting forever. You're going to have to get a new one every once in a while. And you're still going to need to use a razor blade to clean up the rest. So anyway, it's okay. Okay, I changed my review. It stinks. Don't buy it. This is not fun. It seemed to work okay, but I think what happens is yeah, look at that. The nice sharp edge, look at it, it wears down really quick, and then you're left with a useless tool. Not worth it. Don't buy it. Back to the way we've always done things around here. These blades are pretty good. You can put a little bit of a bend in it, not too much or it'll crack. And that helps you get flat and in the corner there. Now, so you know, by the end of this, your fingers are going to hurt. But it's something that needs to be done, or you're going to have one nasty shower, and nobody's going to want to be your friend. Okay, so I'm going to run the blade close as I can along the top, and then right it along the bottom. And then you get out this little wedge. Then what you do is take your cloth, and it'll help rub off any of these extra little bits. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth doing. Your new shower will look much better getting rid of the old mold and getting rid of the splits and the cracks and the old caulking. Now, in the corner of the shower, you might have a bead of caulk as well, but this should hold up a lot longer than the shower around the bottom because it's not sitting in water. So you can take a look at it, and if it doesn't need to be replaced, leave it alone. Save it for a few more years when you need to do it. Also, don't forget to do your shower drain. So, I got it all cleaned out. Took about an hour, just a little less. And pull this little lever. You can pull this back. This goes in there like that. And then if you pull the trigger, this goes back so you can squirt out some caulk. And the best way to cut the tips off of these is at a little bit of an angle. It's always good to cut off a tiny bit so that there's a fairly small hole. Now on the inside, there's a little piece of foil. So you need to stab it. Some of these guns will have a little metal rod attached to it that you can shove down there and stab it with. You can either use a screw or a nail or a screwdriver like I got here. Break the foil, and you can see that it's going to come out pretty easy once you start pulling the trigger. Now this is going to keep oozing out, so I like to take a little pressure off the back to just get it to stop. Okay, the smaller the bead you put on in the beginning, the easier it's going to be smearing it in. You don't want too much because it just makes a mess and goes everywhere. You're going to notice this stuff really smells like vinegar. Alright, here's where the gift card or credit card comes in. Some people like to use this because it has a rounded edge to it, and you just smear it along and it makes a nice smooth and even curve. I just use my finger. It's got a curve to it anyway, and it puts on a little bit more when you use your finger. You can control it. So anyway, that's like what that's for. And that, when I grabbed that, I saw these. I just thought I'd show it to you just for fun. Has nothing to do with this video. Check this out. Last Christmas, my mother-in-law brought these over. $5 certificates, there's several of them, for Toys R Us from, look at this, 1986. Can you believe it? That's like almost 30 years ago. I was 10 years old. Anyway, so I'll take these to the store, see if they, it doesn't say they expire, so that'd be hilarious. Let's see if they work. Okay, you need to give it about 12 hours before you use it, before you use your shower or your bathtub. That way it'll totally cure. Okay, this should take about 2 hours to do, including cleanup. And once you're done using this, try to find somewhere else that you might need some, because it's really hard to keep it stored without drying up. So best just to do all your projects at once and use it all up. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. Your finger's going to hurt a bit at the end, but at least your shower looks nice and clean. It should hold up a few years, depending on how often you use your shower. If this video has been helpful, please click like, and if you have any other helpful comments for anybody else, go ahead and leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching.